What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Gage, everyone's favorite reseller in recovery, and today I'm going to bring you something a little bit different. I'm going to give you a review of a Temu Wooden model ship. It's my first wooden model ship, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a review, what I think about it, and show you what I've got done so far. If you could, do the YouTube things for me, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe and share. All those things really help, and I'll go ahead and give you a shot of what I got going on. Thanks. Alright, so here's what I got so far. Got it planked down to there. I'm running out of space. I got room for maybe one more plank, and then I don't know how to fill in the rest. But the ship has got nice laser etching, just so it's not done. These things are numbered, and you set them on here, put the rudder, little stand. I don't know what it says in Chinese. The pieces that come in here, they're pretty good, but if you could see, let me see, I get something to point. Now you see them better on this one. The tabs right here to hold them on are a little thick, so you have to use a knife to cut them. Can't just pop them out like in a lot of ships models I've seen. None of the other parts are numbered. These are tiny pulleys that go on the side of these. And then I got plank sections. Here's the cabin I got together. There's a little ship's wheel in there. Got the little portholes around there. Spots here for exhaust stacks, and the spotlight goes up there. That's going to mount here. Here's a dowel. I think you have to cut this dowel and use it as prop shaft, and then the rest of it will mount here somewhere to make a cross beam. But so, being my first model kit, I'm not exactly sure how to do the planking or anything. I guess if you like sand these planks, like shape them to fit, it makes the planks fit better, but I didn't know that. Here's the worst part about it. The instructions are horrible. If you look at this section here, doesn't show the steering wheel, doesn't show really how all that goes together. Inside there's a cross beam, and then a flat piece under here that sticks to the cross beam to make this flat. All they really show is the interior door, and they showed somehow to put that. Then this front piece, you glue it curves on there. So I did that, and then I realized the wheels got to go in there, so I put it in so you can see it from the front. Then they just show put the back door on. Then they show the roof goes on. Then the back doors, the side doors, and all the portholes. Then they show, put all the numbered pieces on the keel and add the rudder. Then put the plank on the top. What I ran into a problem is all these pieces pushed down onto the keel far enough, besides the first one, so it was pushing this front plank up too high, and I ended up having to take it all back apart and cut deeper into this to set it further down onto keel. Still swooped up a little bit, but at least there was a big gap right here. So this is how they show the planking. They just show putting a piece on the side. They don't show how to do underneath or anything. Then this, I think, is supposed to be a sanding block. Because I think when you're done putting the planks on, you just sand it smooth. I might even, this is a little step up from that piece, I might just smooth it in with like wood putty to get it smooth. And when I get to the bottom here, guess I'm just going to start here at the front and just keep it going all the way. The last one I might just have to bring straight across this way and then fill it back in there like that. But then they show putting the pulleys together, putting the smokestacks together. Then you mount the pulleys onto the board. This is a hatch, 2 pieces goes together. But that's the other thing, they didn't, the way that they're building this piece with 2 pieces, one smaller than that one, would make you think that it's going to go into the hole, so it'll sit flat on this piece. But they didn't say anywhere about cutting these out. They did show, they did have a hole here for the mast, but the hole was way too small, so I had to kind of round it out and shave the mast down a little bit. See, they don't, then you set those on there. But if that holes aren't taken out, that when you set those two, since they're doubled up, you set them down on the thing, it's going to stick up weird. We got the front pulley, front smokestacks. Then they show setting the cab. Top of the cab, they just show you a spotlight, 2 life preservers, and 2 smokestacks. Put your trim. It's going to have a trim that goes around the top here and here, and on the back right across here. Then here they show the strings, but it doesn't show where it attaches to or anything. So from this thing, I think it's going to go one from the front to just under the cross section, and then I don't know, so it looks like it's kind of coming over to this side, but I think it would go one up here to the cross section, then down to the center, then one all the way to the top, then down to here, Then looks like from the top down to this side beam or whatever, and then down to the side off each side. Then it's also got a wood piece that goes up like this. It's going to come off of here. Now I'd imagine that the string off of the top is going to come down and go to the top of that beam like that, and then down to there. Then the last thing they show is a couple tires for the sides. So being my first model and not really knowing what I'm doing, I've built a lot of plastic models. Here's a plastic model. I've done a plastic ship model. So those are a lot easier. The instructions were a lot easier than this. But I think for not really knowing what I'm doing, it's coming up all right. And I wish the instructions were better, but overall, I think this was probably like $6 or something. I think overall it's a pretty good kit, and with a little bit of work, you know, I got glue in here. I'll sand all this down flat, and I think with a little bit of work and improvisation, it's pretty good. I guess I could recommend it. Alright, here's the finished model ship from Temu. I didn't paint it because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. So this one, I just didn't paint it. I think on the next one, I'll paint it, but I'll paint the pieces, a lot of the pieces before I put it on. Like these lifesavers. Paint them orange with white stripes. I wasn't sure how to do the rigging on the ship. The instructions are bad, so I just ran one up and over and then the two on the sides. This one, I wasn't sure if it's a crane or something, but I just made it like it's a second mast. On the back, I got a little propeller. I had a rudder, but the rudder broke off. I've never done a plank hull before, but I think it came out pretty good. I actually could use a little bit more sanding in spots I'm seeing now that I'm looking at the camera. Right over here. But overall, for never doing a model ship before, I think it came out great. There's a kind of a gap right there. If I was going to paint it, I'll use like wood filler or something like that to fill in the gaps. Could use a little, this one popped loose. I think this one might have popped loose because, yeah, that one I need to re-glue it. Pop loose. I knew I didn't need to sand that much. It's got the little anchor, the little pulley where the anchor is. It didn't have that wood bar in between, so I cut a little dowel to put in there so I could wrap the anchor on it. Did the same thing back here. Cut a little dowel, stuck it in between the little pulleys. On the mast, I just glued it to the top and on the sides. I don't know if in real life it would have like eyelets or something. Where this cross member goes in, I just cut a little notch out to set the wood piece into it some, give it more area to connect to. So overall, I think it was definitely worth the price. I think this was only like $4. And for never doing a model ship before in wood, I think it came out pretty good. A couple more things, I'll just go back and see this one pop loose too. I'll just glue those planks back in, that way they're smooth. It was the first wood model ship I've ever done. This is the first plastic model ship I've ever done. I still have to do the rigging on this one. The instructions for this one is not very good how to do the rigging either. It's got another sail that comes off the back. I have more rat lines to put on. And I have to hang another life raft in front of that one, and then two on this side. I didn't do the painting. I bought this kit at a yard sale and it was already painted, the hull, so I just left it. It's not really the best, but anyways. Then up front here, there's only two holes right here to attach your strings through, but I think there's supposed to be a line that comes from the front down to here and then goes towards the back. They should have put a ringlet here and here, but there's supposed to be three smaller sails that hang here in between this. I don't know how they connect, and the instructions aren't very good, but anyways, those are the two model ships I got. Do I think it's worth it? Would I buy it again? Yes. And the next one I get, I think I'll paint up the piece, not the hull. I'll wait till the hull is sanded and smoothed and filled and stuff to paint that. But pieces like the doors, the upper cabin, I might stain the planks or put like oil and make it look like teak on the deck planks before I put it in. The smokestack's exhaust, the exhaust or whatever, I'll round the edges a little more before next time. Paint those black. I could paint the mast, paint the life rafts on the roof before I do those. Portholes I'll probably paint like brass or something. Do like the white body and then brass portholes. And could paint the little lids back here dark, a little bit darker brown or something. Paint the anchor steel, and then the life rafts on the side orange and white. So that's how my Temu wooden model ship turned out. I really think it was pretty good, especially for the price, and I think I would get more, maybe get some bigger ones. The main problem with it is the instructions were trash. So I might get some better wooden model ships like by Midwest or something like that, and ones that have better instructions, so I could just get more of a feel for it. And then once I know pretty much where everything goes and stuff like that, then I can go back to the ones that have pretty bad instructions. But overall, I recommend it. If you already know pretty much how ships go together, it's a nice little kit to throw together. It looks good, I think. And anyways, if you enjoy these videos, you want to see more of these videos, got resale and reviews, diamond painting, RC. If you enjoy these types of things, hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified all my future videos. Smash the like button, leave a comment down below, and share to all your friends. And we'll see you on the next one. And remember, if you're watching these videos, you are special, you are worthy, and you cannot be replaced. See you on the next one. Peace out.